War Eagle, welcome everyone. Getting ready to head into our 2019 season. Open up next weekend at Gulf Shores, and we are looking forward to getting started. Questions?
Just talk about progress you've made over the course of getting ready.
I think the biggest progress we have made is really finding out who we are as a team, and getting to know each other. You know, we did a lot of stuff in the fall, off-season stuff, to where really wasn't softball related, but just getting to know each other. It also gave us time from day one to really put in what what our coaching philosophy is, and what we want out of our team. And these young ladies have done a great job at doing that.
How much easier was that this year after not starting in September but having a full season and then a full off season?
How much what?
How much easier was it to do all that stuff this year?
I'll let them answer that.
It's a lot easier. You know, you finally get to know him and how he coaches and kind of how he communicates. So it's a lot easier than when he kind of just came. And then for the fall last year, he was kind of watching.
Yeah.
This year, he was kind of more hands-on, so it was a lot easier to communicate with each other.
I know we talked about way back, you might be kind of looking at as in the starting rotation. Have you kind of made any progress with that?
With pitching?
Yes.
You hate that question, don't you? Or the answer? Which one is it?
The answer.
With our pitchers, I think it's no doubt everyone knows Michaela is she's on a great level right now, and she threw yesterday in a scrimmage and was just she was lights out, and so we're looking for Michaela to lead that staff. I don't think we can make any bones about that. But then Ashley Swindle has really come into her own, and has as a pitcher you have to get comfortable with someone calling your games. And I think with Michaela it was a lot easier because she had more innings, and so she got used to it. With Ashley, we were getting used to each other. How's he going to call this game, and so forth and so on. And just, she's added some pitches, she's added some velocity, and her consistency is much better than it was at this point last year. And then you have Charnay. Charnay has grown tremendously, not just physically, but her maturity is much. She's grown tremendously, and she's really shown that the last 2 weekends. I don't know if you were able to get out and watch any of the scrimmage today, but it's not. She's doing extremely well. And then we have Lexi. Lexi's a hard thrower, and I think once she gets comfortable. She's a transfer. I think once she gets comfortable in this environment, she has a chance to be really lights out. I mean, seriously. This is a kid today that was throwing the ball consistently between 70 and 72. So when she gets comfortable, it's going to be exciting.
Kind of that one of the players, KK announced on Twitter she was transferring. Just kind of your thoughts on that and timing of it especially.
I'll answer it. I think it's obviously a shock to some people. In college athletics, there's a lot of competition, whether it be, a lot of it is healthy competition, but if you can imagine 25 girls in the same room, sometimes the competition heats up, and some people just find their happiness at a different place. And I think that was just where she was at on a personal level, not as much the softball level. Obviously really sad to see her go. The chemistry of the team is really good this year, and I'm really excited to be a part of it. So,
Casey, can you talk about the infield? You've got a lot of folks back and have played a lot.
Yeah, that's great. Always having that communication back. We'll have Tannen for the most part, I think, at third, and so I think having both Tannen and Talon on that left side, it's going to be really good because they can kind of lean on each other, and then there's me and Justice over there at first base and second. And I think for me personally, taking the role as kind of the vocal leader, because I know for the most part, they're still very young. JP, Talon, and Tannen all together haven't had a lot of experience overall, so I'm just hoping that I can lead them and we'll have a very good defensive year in the infield this year.
You play on a couple teams that turned a lot of double plays.
Yeah.
Is this one going to have the potential to do that?
We better. That's what I'm here for. Hope so.
Morgan, you've been in and out a lot over your time here. Now here you are getting near the end. How do you feel about maybe being in a little more stable position?
I think it takes a lot of grit and leadership to be in and out of the lineup, to be honest, and being a person that has been in and out, just like me and Casey were, honestly, both our sophomore year. It developed a lot of grit and character, and you have to build your own confidence, because when you don't feel like everyone has it in you, you kind of rely on yourself. So moving into the senior year, I think we're both really excited to have strong senior leadership on the team, and wherever I end up in the outfield, looking to take on a very high-level role in the outfield, hopefully in center and wherever coach finds me.
Hopefully I find you in the outfield.
Mickey, Carmen came back from her injury. How's she doing?
Great, really. I mean, she made a great play today. You don't realize how long her arms are until she goes to make a play, and then all of a sudden, bam, there it is. And she's been really swinging a good bat, really consistent. And I don't know how we're going to hit, but I can tell you that our consistency and our hitting is light years ahead where we were at this point last year. And that's going to be exciting for me. People say, are you ready to play? Yeah, we're ready to play. For us now, it just becomes about in-game adjustments. What adjustments are our players going to get used to making in their at-bats, from bat to bat? What defensive adjustments are they going to be able to handle? Our pitchers, what adjustments? And that's what it's going to be about now. But as far as being ready to play, we're ready to play.
For both the players, last year y'all were really, really good here at home. Not so good on the road. What can you do to change that, to take the game you play at home on the road more consistently?
Let's see if they've been listening.
Oh, no. Well, I think
Trick question.
yeah, it's a trick question. But one of the biggest things I can think of is just being able to score first. That being able just one run on the board in that first inning usually shuts up the other team and all their fans. So being able to score first and have the same confidence as you do at home there will definitely be a key.
I agree. I also think communication between the team, and I think this is something he'll be proud of, but we have been focusing a lot on, our positive self-talk and just keeping like everyone's thoughts and communication within the walls of the field, because last year I think a lot of younger players struggled with the fans, and the home crowd advantage is huge, and everyone knows that, especially playing in front of our home crowd. But I think just keeping ourselves present in the moment and being where our feet are is going to be a big thing, especially when we go play in front of other people.
And you'll notice our schedule's a little different this year. We're going on the road, so and we're going on the road early because I want us to learn that.
It's about the non-conference schedule.
Well, non-conference and some tournaments. We're doing 2 tournaments on the road this year, and then we're playing some midweeks on the road early this year, and that's on purpose. That's so that we can get. I don't want to use the word comfortable, but confident.
Do you have to kind of, when you do that, accept that you might lose a couple more than you have in the past?
I don't know that you ever